These people all saw something terrible happening and did nothing. Why? Before I reveal why, answer this. If someone collapsed right in front of you, would you rush to help or would you freeze? Picture it. A stranger screams for help. Dozens of people watch, and your body betrays you. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly why this happens and the simple trick that breaks the spell. Because the next emergency you witness, you'll be the one who acts. The moment someone screams, your brain explodes with activity. Adrenaline floods your system. Muscles tense. Fight, flight, or freeze. Most people freeze. And the bigger the crowd, the stronger the freeze. Weirdly, it's not cruelty, it's programming. Your mind does a lightning-fast calculation. If nobody's moving, maybe this isn't urgent. Maybe I'll look foolish. Maybe it's dangerous. Meanwhile, while you stand there, someone's dying. Every second that ticks by is oxygen draining from a collapsed person's brain. Every moment of hesitation is blood pumping out of an untreated wound. Now picture this. You're walking through a crowded street. A cyclist crashes right in front of you. Tires screech. People gasp. The rider lies still. Pause. Really see it. Do you step forward, or do your feet feel like they're nailed to the ground? Be honest with yourself. Are you already making excuses? I don't know CPR. Someone else will help. What if I make it worse? That's not logic. That's manipulation. And here's the twist. In those moments, most people don't even feel like they're choosing not to help. They feel locked in place, as if their body isn't theirs anymore. That freeze isn't weakness. It's programming. But programming can be hacked. And scientists found a twisted way to do it. They staged experiments, dark, uncomfortable tests, to see what it actually takes to make people move. And the results? They'll make you question just how much free will you really have. Want to see how powerful the freeze really is? The story of Kitty Genovese, a woman attacked in New York City, sparked curiosity. A tragedy that raised a question. Do people naturally step in when someone's in danger? Or does the crowd paralyze us? Scientists didn't just theorize, they trapped people to find out. Rooms filled with smoke. Actors faking heart attacks. Emergencies staged to trigger panic. And the results? Chilling. Imagine yourself in one of these rooms. Thick smoke curls around your feet. Alarms blare. Everyone else is frozen. You can't see a clear exit. What do? Most participants froze. Some hesitated so long they ignored the danger completely. Why? Because the brain calculates. If nobody's moving, maybe this isn't real. Maybe it's safer to wait. Pause for a second. What would you do? Look around. Are your instincts pushing you forward, or are you already rationalizing an action? The experiments revealed a pattern. The more people present, the less likely any individual is to act. A single observer? Much more likely to intervene. A crowd of 10? Your chances of moving drop drastically. And the fix? It's deceptively simple. Training. Clear commands. Pointing directly at someone and giving them a specific task. Navy SEALs, paramedics, and military teams use these methods to override the freeze within 3 seconds. Your brain will betray you. Every single time. Unless you know the trick scientists discovered through these twisted, revealing experiments. Next, we'll break down exactly what that trick is and how you can make it work for you in real life. Science didn't just expose the freeze, it revealed how to shatter it. The secret? 3 seconds. That's the window your brain gives you before it defaults to paralysis. If you act within that time, even with something small, pointing, shouting, moving, you can break the chain reaction. Firefighters are drilled to shout commands immediately. You call 911. You grab the extinguisher. It's not random. The specificity jolts the frozen brain into action. A pointed finger feels like an undeniable order. Military units do the same. Navy SEALs rehearse chaos until their brains can't default to stillness. Pilots use checklists not just for safety, but to override panic with muscle memory. Now imagine everyday life. A choking victim in a restaurant. A car crash at an intersection. A stranger collapsing on the street. Most people hesitate, waiting for someone else. But here's the psychology hack. Act in 3 seconds, and you become the trigger. Your movement breaks the paralysis of the group. Think about that. One person can turn a frozen crowd into a rescue team. And science proves it. Studies show when one person acts, others follow in less than 2 seconds. So ask yourself, are you the one who freezes or the one who moves? But there's a darker side. What if someone uses this trick against you? Cult leaders, mob organizers, even criminals understand how to weaponize the freeze. A shouted order in chaos can push people to act against their own instincts. We've seen how to fight the freeze and how it can be twisted. But the scariest truth isn't in the science lab or the battlefield. It's in your everyday life. Next, we'll expose the subtle ways this manipulation already controls you without you even noticing. You've seen how the freeze spreads through a crowd like a virus. The frightening part is, it can be hacked. Soldiers, medics, firefighters, they've trained their brains to override paralysis. And the secret? It isn't complicated. It comes down to 3 words. You do this. That's it. Specific, direct, targeted. Imagine a room filling with smoke. Dozens of people cough and stare, frozen. Then someone points straight at you and shouts. You call 911. Suddenly, you're moving. No debate, no hesitation, because your brain despises ambiguity. The command hands you responsibility, and the fog lifts instantly. Now flip it around. Imagine you're the one giving the command. One voice with a clear order doesn't just break your own freeze. It ripples through the entire crowd. Scientists found that once a single person moves, the odds of others joining skyrockets. This is why paramedics rehearse snap drills. Why the military uses freeze-busting training. They don't wait to feel courage. They automate action. And here's the unsettling truth. Without this override, you will freeze. Every time. It's programming, not weakness. So let's test it. Imagine the next time you see someone collapse. You point directly at a stranger in command. You call 911. Could you say it loud enough? Could you take control? Because scientists proved something unnerving. Most crowds don't need villains to stop them from acting. Just silence. And if silence can paralyze us in emergencies, what does that mean for everyday life? In the final part, we'll uncover how this same psychology shapes our daily choices, from who speaks up in meetings to who takes the lead in disasters, and how you can use the override code to ensure you're never the one left frozen. The next time you see someone in danger, you have a choice. Join the silent crowd or be the voice that breaks the spell. Picture it. A woman collapses on a crowded sidewalk. People stop, stare, freeze. You're the one closest. Your heart pounds. The instinct to move fights the programming to stay still. 3 words can decide the outcome. You call 911. Point directly. Command clearly. Take action. And just like that, the freeze shatters, not only in you, but in everyone watching. One decisive action sparks a chain reaction. Because in that moment, you're not just saving someone's life. You're proving that one person can override the programming of an entire group. You are the anomaly that rewrites the rules of human behavior. Close your eyes for a second. Imagine that moment. Hear the silence break. Feel the difference between standing frozen and stepping forward. The question isn't whether you'll freeze. It's whether you'll choose to break the silence. And if you're wondering how much your own body matters in these split-second decisions, sleep is the hidden factor. A rested brain makes fast, clear, courageous choices. To see what happens when sleep disappears and the mind is pushed to its absolute limit, check out what happens if you never sleep again. Remember, courage isn't instinct. It's a skill, and it starts with 3 words.